Hey folks, Positive Paul here, and it is Friday morning, January 17th, 2020. Well, yeah, I guess one would say that I certainly survived this, and they are on the attack right now. I had been working with someone for the past couple months on and off, which has been driving him crazy. Essentially, I make around 400 pesos a day, which is about $20 a day. And that's like normal pay for people down here in Mexico. You Americans, you're clueless, trust me. So is everybody else. And I'm assuming that the people that have been helping me, I've definitely informed them about the stalking and the whole setup, and they know about it. So I'm assuming that, you know, these people are actually truly helping me and they're not in on it. But past couple weeks, I released those past videos because my health is slipping, and it has to do, I know, the main reason is this intercerebral radio hypnotic implant that was put in there by Delgado and these other Satanists. The past month, I'm just, I can't really sleep. The pulsating and the humming inside my head is starting to be nonstop. But more importantly, at the top of my spine, right probably where the brainstem meets my spine, I've had an intense pain that's been going on for years, but now it's limiting my movements, and I'm walking around pretending that everything's okay, and I got to be just be nice to these people that don't understand that hell on earth is coming. But I tried to deal with these issues a long time ago. And as I said, look, I knew about the stalking back in the 90s. I didn't realize about MK Ultra. That wouldn't really occur until around 2012. But I had went up to the VA in San Diego and La Jolla, California. And I started to try to get help, thinking that they would help me. And unfortunately, as I said, I set off alarm bells, and these soulless creatures protecting their jobs, protecting their slave masters, went into damage control. Now, the main thing is, as I said, if you're an MK Ultra survivor in my age group, and I'm concerned with people born between the years of 1965 and 1972. You're on an extermination list. And when you go to get help, trust me, this is what exactly is going to happen. They will try to refer you to the psychiatrist, and then once you start trying to explain what is going on, they will do damage control. Now, what is damage control? All right, well, first off, damage control concerns progress notes that these doctors write up. And here's an example, all right, of a progress note. Now, what they were doing, as the government job I had, they were, in that particular case, the job I had, they were filing false disciplinarian actions, trying to get me fired. Just workplace harassment, folks. Look, I went through all that back in the 90s. Look, there is a time-tested method, and everything has its place, starting from workplace harassment to try to limit your ability to have money. But what ended up happening is the doctor that I thought was helping me, she she went right into complete damage control, covering up the VA up there. And they, they did their best to try to make me look crazy, try to make me look like a drug addict. And one of the things they were doing is filing false progress notes. Now, maybe some of the doctors weren't purposely doing it, but the main doctor that started it all, this Javers character, they were all just blindly copying her notes onto theirs. So one of the things is they were saying that I was doing cocaine, which never once did I ever take a urinalysis that I was forced to do, and it showed positive for any drug use other than marijuana. Now, I started filing appeals, and I just want to show you the lab results going back, how it says amphetamine negative, cocaine negative. You can see the dates. This is going back to 2014. Now, why am I doing this now? Because the pain and the top of my spine right now is I don't know how I'm going to just keep carrying on like this with my head humming, ringing. And then, you think about it, folks, all right? You have these health issues going on, and what they're trying to do is cover up the fact that, and I'm talking about the United States of America, all right? And look, we know all about this MK Ultra business, the satanic ritual abuse, the rape, the torture, the electrocuting, wiping the memories of these kids, and most of them died. I'm truly in the belief now that in my age group, there's not many people left. Where are they? They're completely isolated with no money, no ability to even make a video. So back to this VA thing. So what happened is once I realized I was being put into their buzzsaw, I tried to do the best I could to mitigate all their chicanery, trying to make me look like I'm crazy. So what happens is you have to file an amendment to get your records changed, all right? Now, this is like an act of God, and it just doesn't happen overnight. So all this stuff occurred back in 2013 and 14. Here you can see where I write a letter to the director of the Veterans Hospital up in La Jolla, and I start telling him what the deal is. Now, within 3 weeks of this letter, on December 8th, 2014, the director of the VA in San Diego resigns. Now, of course, nothing to do with me. So what happens is, on January 21st, 2015, they send this response. This is in response to your letter dated December 8th, 2014, in which you express concern regarding your medical care at the VA San Diego Healthcare. Right there's my name, Paul Lindner. So, of course, they all, that letter just says, hey, look, we mean well, and what we'll do is we're going to look at all your issues. And guess what? All these, every last one except for the Javers, well, this one, the request was granted, meaning the amended progress note. And this is what she was doing. She was making false accusations, threats, and this is mocking me behind closed doors. All this is what I wrote in that letter to the director. So these amendments, they get looked at after thorough review, written request. Your request has been granted. And what I was doing, like I said, from then on out, I was voluntarily taking urinalyses to make sure that these people could not use this to try to string me up, all right? Now, when I went to a Social Security disability hearing in 2000 and, 15, I guess? 15, no, 16 maybe. I can't even remember now. The reptoid judge that was specifically sent there to, make me look good. And whatever they did, they actually made me had a breakdown in the hearing. The lawyer from the Disability Help Center in San Diego was worthless. She was mocking me too, with their little cute, they did, the little snide comments, people. You know all about that. So the judge used all the false progress notes in my hearing. And this is after I had some of them amended. So look, these people are so disingenuous. They are just a bunch of Satanist liars. And their day is coming. So what I did was I wanted to get the last progress note amended, but this is going to take an act of God. I prepared a whole thing to send to the Office General in DC, but going back almost 20 years, my mail had been tampered with left and right, all right? And, when you're going through this, I tell you, there is the feeling of helplessness. And look, they want you to commit suicide. So I'm gonna for the record right now, make sure you sellouts, you Freemason scum, you Luciferian Satanist Illuminati people, you people in my family, you people out in Ohio, and you know who I'm talking about. All right. I will never commit suicide. And remember, once I die, I'm coming back and haunting all you. So let it be known on Friday, January 17th, 2020. If I drop dead down here in Mexico, I pray that they will not be able to retrieve my body, because that's what they want to do. That's why they're following me around. And they know this thing going on in the back of my neck, that my days are numbered. And we're going to get to these phony TIs that try to surround the real ones just to get information concerning health and everything else, all right? Look, I'm not giving up on this. Trust me. Once I know the pain's so bad, I'm getting on here and exposing all you, all right? That's got to be the lowest form of life, a phony fucking YouTube gang stalker. And believe me, all right, what if you're like, you think the military people, we know they're in on it, right? Are they gonna give up their pensions? Are they gonna give up their disability checks? No. They're gonna go along with this nonsense because they don't care. They pretend they know about God. They pretend that they think that, oh, yeah, just say a couple prayers at night and I'm going to be okay, and then I'll just go out and gang stalk during the day, be a YouTube fraud. Well, look, folks, like I said, these videos go sideways quick, and it doesn't matter, Like I said, I'm in here in Mexico. I got ran out of the United States. They did their best to string me up back in 2016, and they failed. They failed miserably. And I've got all the goods on them. I got the goods on my family that been playing stupid, letting me suffer. And your boy Trump, the bag man, don't forget about him. Everything you see right now is one big Hollywood script. All right? And, okay, yeah, you Hollywood types. Oh, what? Your Satanist family sold you around. You got psychos chasing you around Hollywood. Okay, yeah, great. Real. Sorry to hear about that, okay? Remember, folks, take me out of the picture. You got millions of dead children. Those people are not getting left behind. Elohim know who their people are. And this is what this is about. So with this VA crap, you people, you think that there's a legal system that's going to help you if you're a real TI? A FISA request? You keep playing these games, running around with your dash cameras and all that. Yes, you want to document some of this nonsense. But look, you frauds are too obvious. I mean, just think about it. All right? Think about it. Why would you take the risk of your own salvation and do this sick, sick little game with people that are suffering? God help you all.